Alrighty, Kristen Bear here. We're back in Magic Kingdom. Side, I know.
It's been some years and some cooking videos, but now we are back at Cinderella's Royal Table.
Yes. So we're here for the modified limited menu here at Cinderella's Royal Table. Check it out and see what we can actually eat.
Be sure to Once Upon a Dream.
You heard the girl.
Wobbly table. This time I got the wobbly chair. It's like half broken, I think.
You'd like to sample the wine? See if it's okay for the table. The allergies are okay. And the salad is good. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's very good.
All right, wonderful.
It's very sweet.
Gentlemen.
We have the Meiomi. Beautiful bottle of Pinot Noir. Only the Pinot Noir and the Chardonnay are vegan from this brand of wine. It's got the Pinot Noir. It's very sweet and crisp. You can really taste the berry flavors in it. It's very delicious.
So, you can't come to Cinderella's table and not be fancy. A nice tall glass of red. Honestly, I wasn't feeling wine. With the smell, taste, and smoothness of this, I'm sold. 4.5 out of 5 claws. This may be one I look for when we're at home.
This is the castle salad. It is quite different from the last castle salad that we had here. It's certainly grown in size. I love that there's apples in here. The vinaigrette is very fragrant. So I'm gonna try and get even some dried fruit in there. Yep, I'm eating the dried fruit. You know that smell when you walk into the produce section? It tastes like the smell of the produce section of the grocery store. It is fragrant. The vinaigrette is very light. It mixes together very well. It is very citrusy. I like the apple. I kind of wish there was a little more apple. But this is going to fill me up. This is a big salad. This is like meant for two. I'm gonna enjoy this. I definitely think it's an improvement over the last salad, but I did like that candy thing that they put on top of the other one more than this.
I love a salad with variety. I know the princess usually shies away from things with fruit in it. I want to know what you guys, is there anything as a plant-based person that you won't eat? Is it raisins? Is it apple slices? Is it even mushrooms? For me, I'm a garbage disposal. So as long as it's not lima beans, I don't care. And, well, okra, because okra is gross. I do wish they'd chop down some of these greens a bit, because this is like massive trying to fit this in your mouth. Okay. The flavors work for me. Even if like the radish and some of the other things in here are a bit strong, this is one instance where I could actually use a bit more dressing. But it is above average. 3 out of 5 claws.
I'm starting to get down to the bottom. It's tasting more and more like dirt. Like I'm eating beets now. It's really bad. I retract my statement about this salad. It's not good.
I always get worried when the princess makes that like oatmeal cookie face and passes me a plate. I feel like I'm cutting through Jurassic Park in the salad. Something down there tastes off. Like off. Oof. Something's turning and needs good washing. 1 out of 5 claws. Now, I got a charcuterie board, and I was expecting board, 1, and 2, it's been a while since we had one, but I was expecting something a little bit more like Old Artist Point, maybe? I'm going way back. Way back. But, at least there's pickles. Thick cut. Fresh and tangy. 3.5 out of 5 claws. It's a little bread crisp. Which what looks like stone ground mustard. It's a nice crispy toast. Stone ground mustard. 1 point. 4 out of 5 claws. These are vegan. The princess would destroy these. Think about it, Disney. We got some good old, it's like cured pepperoni or salami. Cured salami, I think. I'm not a huge salami fan because I usually don't like the funk, but cured, it's not so bad. I have absolutely no idea what this is. It looks like tuna fish. It looks like tuna fish. It smells like tuna fish, it's probably tuna fish. Is it tuna fish or canned chicken? I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Probably the weakest thing on here so far. 2 out of 5 plus. There's a roll of what looks like prosciutto. Because it is prosciutto. By far the fanciest thing on here, probably the best. 4.5 out of 5 claws. I give this whole thing probably 3 out of 5 claws. The main problem with it is it needs more crisp. You give me like the meat and the mustard, pickles, and then this canned whatever it is, but not enough crisp to put it all on. Makes it feel like I'm sort of missing out on something. But it's not bad for an appetizer.
Cinderella!
Friends, we have chickpea panisse. I want to say paneer because I'm Persian, but it's not. It's got S's at the end. Panisse. I'm going to put what this is in the description box down below, and if you want to tell me how to pronounce it, if I'm doing it wrong, please do in the comments. So chickpea with chickpea and some carrot, radish, and a tomato jam. I'm gonna do, why not? We'll just do it all together. Ooh. Okay. Imagine a curried hummus fry that's not deep fried. That's what this is. And it's actually pretty freaking incredible, I'm not gonna lie. This is leaps and bounds better. Then that summer couscous. Now the tomato vinaigrette that goes on that couscous was just superb. But this chickpea cake, all that goodness inside there, it's not dry, it's dense, it's delicious, and it is a much better replacement. I actually think that I like Cinderella's Royal Table more than Be Our Guest now, which is a little weird for me because I thought that Be Our Guest won this challenge, but apparently not. Way to go, Cinderella's Royal Table. You stepped up your game, and I like it.
Now, while I trust the princess's plant-based judgment, something that just hits me wrong about Belle betraying her own castle at dinner. Just saying. But I love the way this is displayed with like these mountains of chickpea cake, these like massive roasted carrots in the middle. But let's get a little bit of everything in here. Save the princess some chickpeas. Okay. I'll admit, you guys have seen me eat the hummus fries. I've heard this reference a ton of times, and not once have I loved them. But this is rather good. The chickpeas are like perfectly soft and cooked. This cake is delicious, along with the radish, the sauce. That's right. I'm gonna savor it a little bit of kick, not a ton of kick, maybe like a 1.5 or 2 right at the front of the tongue. So something that most people can handle, but it really works in this dish. I feel like the princess is going to struggle to finish this, but she's not going to want to stop because it is that good. Even I'm impressed. I would actually order this and eat this on my own. 4 to 5 plus.
And we have les piece au carrot. It's like a bunless carrot hot dog. It's not bad. Probably the least impressive thing on the dish. The garbanzo bean cakes are the star, by far.
Let's try one of these, I'm going to call it a Jack Skellington carrot. That's what it reminds me of. Oh yeah. I want a plate full of those as a side. 4.5 out of 5 cost.
So, falafel cube with carrot. It's very hummusy. I like it. That fish looks beautiful.
So, I got the catch of the day. So I wasn't feeling beef. And it feels a bit too fancy for chicken. So the catch of the day today is a pan-seared skin-on salmon. And I don't think I've seen plating this beautiful in a long time. It's definitely pretty, like one of those pretties where I almost don't want to touch it. But I'm going to, because I'm a bear. And I eat things. I don't know anything, but I eat things. Okay. We're going to need a knife for this. The skin. This looks to be perfectly crisp. There's some of this grassy stuff on the top. Put some chorizo in here. It's a full fork. Okay. Alright. The salmon is perfect. The skin has a nice subtle crunch to it. Along with the peas, the sauce brings everything together for a nicer mouthfeel. If there's one thing that I'm probably going to complain about with this dish, it's probably that there's not enough of it. I'm going to want more. Wow. I really hate on Mexican food. But I really don't have anything bad to say about this. I would say, if not for the portion size, to cost of this place to eat, it would almost be perfect. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
So wait,
I'm reducing the price based on value, yes. Hate on me if you want. The flavor, I'll give you guys is a 5 out of 5.
so you're reducing the price.
I'm reducing the rating based on the cost value of what this costs. There's not enough of it, and it's extremely expensive. But it really tastes good. I would say the flavor is almost perfect. It's a bit on the salty side, but it's usually because of the skin. But the flavors, I'm still sticking with my 4.5 out of 5 plus. It's a good plate though, if you're already here. Don't judge me. I kind of like that. Maybe just a little.
I just want you guys to know that I waited all day to eat. And Bear already finished his plate. And I'm struggling to finish my second cake. It's very dense, but it's extremely delicious. And if I don't eat this whole thing, I'm gonna be super, super mad at myself. And then this plant-based cheese that's here. This cheese reminds me of the same cheese that they put on that Impossible Burger at Sci-Fi Diner. That Impossible Burger was so good. So you've got to imagine that this is like fine dining version of that. It took a team effort to get this far in this plate. There's so much food on this plate. It's so densely packed with nutrients. It's like super hard to finish on your own. I'm surprised that my dish was so large and Bear's was so small. I feel like you definitely get more food for your dollar as a vegan than a non-vegan. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee cup. It's none of those things, but it is chocolate coffee pudding that's coconut based. It does look quite beautimous, not as beautimous as the mousse from Garden Grill. Okay. Very rich in that coffee flavor. It's like drinking a cup of black coffee, which I'm not mad at because you guys know I like black coffee. It's a very unique dessert, so I can't be mad at it. It's mediocre, but I still cannot be mad at this dessert.
I mean, it's just putting in a cup, but it feels almost too fancy to eat. But I do like pudding, even though I don't like dessert. It looks very coffee-y, which worries me because I'm not a strong coffee flavor kind of person. I'll drink it, but I don't really want to eat it. I like the chocolate chips. The coffee flavor is maybe just a tad bit strong for me. Now as a dessert, I do like the flavor. 3 out of 5 plus. So yes, people, we're continuing this buried in dessert things. I remembered magic pills today because it is mousse. Let's keep the little clock face out here, which matches the outside of the castle. With, like anything else in the Disney dessert, it's probably edible. No?
It's usually white chocolate.
Definitely Disney white chocolate. Some of this mousse, berry, some of this raspberry, what's that, raspberry jam or compote. I have a feeling that this is going to be ridiculously rich. Ooh. If I had to give it a rating, just based on richness, it's a Scrooge McDuck. Very powerful. I feel like this is meant for 2 people. Look at me weird if you want, but you guys know how I am about dessert. It's good. I'm actually going to try to finish it, but it is very, very strong. I have it 3.5 out of 5 plus. So, another successful visit to Cinderella's Royal Table.
I'm surprised at how good it was. I always put it on such a low expectation scale, but it's actually a lot better than I expected it to be.
Well, I mean, it's been 2 years since you've been here.
Yeah, but like we're always comparing Be Our Guest and Cinderella's Royal Table because they are very similar in experience and
But I mean,
food.
we've been to Cinderella's Royal Table, what, 4 times since we've been here?
We've been to Cinderella's Royal Table twice, so we've been to Be Our Guest 4 times.
So yeah, 4 times, but since then, yeah.
But I still think that Cinderella's Royal Table is better now. I do believe, though, out of the 2, the best is still Be Our Guest for lunch. But if you're coming for dinner or breakfast,
and you can get a spot,
Cinderella's Royal Table is the way to go.
it's still one of the premier restaurants here. The food is definitely improved.
They still take tables.
I would say that if you're trying to get character dining, though, right now, this is probably not the best place.
Why not?
It's
yeah,
character
'cause
light.
all
It's
you get
character
is
light.
Cinderella, and that's it, which is sad.
We used to get more princesses, so
Yeah.
it's an improvement, but, you know, it's the times.
It's nice that there is character dining these days, but it's just kind of sad that it's so. But that restaurant is super tiny, so you really can't have more
You can't do
than
much.
one
They're doing well with what they
princess.
got, at the very least.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to make it work.
Props for props is due.
Definitely.
But we want to know, are you guys still trying to get a Cinderella's Royal Table reservation? Have you gotten one? Let us know in the comments. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.